Hey guys, I was thinking about what I'm always thinking about, God and theology and stuff. And I was thinking about how much we disagree on things. And I know some of you aren't with me on this, and that's okay. But I wanted to tell you in short what I think the big rocks are. I think there are two things that really, really matter. One is salvation. And I know we argue about what that is. Can you lose your salvation? And what does salvation mean? What about heaven? What about hell? I don't care. I believe in salvation. And two, I believe that we should help people. I think those are the two most important things. So let me tell you what I mean by salvation. Guys, I believe that Jesus was born of a virgin. I believe that he lived a perfect life and that he claimed that he was God. I believe that he was punished and crucified and that he died and that he did that for us. I believe in the resurrection. And I believe that that resurrection proves that he's God, like he said he was. I believe that he ascended into heaven and that people witnessed it. And that's what began the church. That the reason that I believe in the story of Jesus is because of the resurrection and because of the ascension and the witnesses involved. Now, I believe because of that Jesus can and will forgive you of anything that you've done that was wrong. I believe that Jesus has every right and privilege and desire to save your soul. And that all he asks, like Paul talks about, is that you call upon his name. It's a simple thing. Just talk to God. Yes, we talk to God through prayer. And no, the sinner's prayer is not in the Bible. But it's a good start to a relationship with God. And we should go to God, ask forgiveness of our sins, and call upon his name and start a relationship with him. Now, that's one. That's salvation. Two, be good to people. When I read Matthew 25, yes, there's all this stuff about sheep and goats, and we talk about, who's getting in and who's not. But if you see, Jesus punctuates his stories. When you read this and you see the bottom line, what Jesus is talking very seriously about is about helping other people. We love to quote all the seriousness of separating sheep and goats, but then when we talk about sheltering the refugee, whoa. When we talk about healing the sick, whoa. Visiting the prisoner, giving water to the thirsty, giving food to the hungry, giving clothing to the naked. Christians, I think we have a problem with that. We think it's someone else's job to do those things. Or I'll just donate to the church and they'll just take care of that. Salvation and helping people. Helping the least of these. Guys, that's Christianity. I know. I worked on this master's degree of theology, and I've come down to the point where I realize it's really that simple. We can argue about everything else, and it's fun sometimes to talk about these things. It's great to grow and learn about God. It's good for your relationship with God to know about him, because just like a relationship with your spouse, you've got to learn more and more about your spouse to grow and more in love with them. That's what you do in a relationship. You communicate, you learn about each other. And studying theology does that, and that's good, and I'm not arguing that. However, I'm trying to say that the big rocks are important. Salvation and helping each other. And loving the least of these. Can we get that right? Can we love each other? Can we take love and place that above denominations? Can we take love and giving and helping each other? Can we place that above our petty arguments? So, man, be good to each other. Love each other. That's all.